He's the one whom we are gonna make. You know him, right? Hello there and welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. Today I'm very excited because I'm gonna begin my first tutorial series. I usually make making of videos, stop motion animation videos, and I also make videos in which I review my own creations. Now there are various methods where you can create any artwork, and also you can invent a method of your own. Uh, I'll Now there are various techniques from which you can create any artwork. Also you can develop some of your own. I'll just show you my technique which I have learned from trial and error methods. The reason I chose Pikachu because I thought that the character must be popular and less complicated to make. So this is how he's gonna look when he's complete. So now let's travel back in time and go to the point where we start to make him. So starting with the materials, we're gonna need some water, some brushes, especially the 0001, some cloth, masking tape, and epoxy clay or fabric molded, and some newspaper. Also we're gonna need some bendy wires. Now if you don't have any bendy wires, I will suggest some alternatives what we can do if we don't have any. Sculpting tools, I will explain in detail when we start working on it. Also we'll need some colors: black, burnt umber, white, red or crimson, and lemon yellow. Also we'll need a golden yellow. We'll see about that. And we'll need some sellotape as well. Wait. I mainly divide my art making process into around 5 parts, and I keep jumping on one process to another back and forth whenever necessary. Now coming to the planning part, mainly I get images on my mobile, but here since I don't have a secondary phone, I have made some sketches. Mainly I need the front view and the side view of whatever thing I'm gonna create. Also, if you're playing Pokemon Go and you have caught a Pikachu, then you can just select him and rotate him so that you can understand his body shape very easily. Planning is very necessary while using this clay because this clay dries out in around 90 minutes, and hence we will have to use this clay parts by parts. So I will be making the main torso or the stomach part first, then I'll be doing the head and the tail, and the remaining or I can say the remaining ears or the other parts like nose on hands and legs, I will be doing them once I get the main rigid body part done. Now coming to the skeleton face, I am mainly using newspapers because it's easy to make balls out of them. Now the Pikachu that I am gonna make will be around 3 inches tall, and hence I have made this sketch accordingly so that I can take references. Also, if you are using mobile phones, then just take the images as per scale and keep measuring accordingly. Now I'll be using masking tape so that the paper ball that I have made stays in shape and it does not keep on coming out, so it will be a problem whenever I am doing sculpting. I normally use bendy wires to make the body or the skeleton, but I am currently assuming many of you might not have it, hence I'm just showing what you can do if you don't have it. Of course, at some cases we will need it, and if you are not using bendy wires, it will be a little problematic when you do the sculpting part. You can get these wires at any hardware stores, and these are called as galvanized wires or aluminum wires. We are gonna use them at some other parts in this video as well. I'll keep comparing it with the sketches, and once I'm done, I'll wrap it up completely with tape. Now since masking tapes are a little bit costly, you can just use cello tapes to do the initial wrapping, and you do the final wrapping with the masking tape. Now I'll be using bendy wires to make the tail, and I'll use spanners to bend it in any way possible. Make sure that you take all the precautions while working on them because they can hurt your hands as well. Also, if you don't have wires, you can use cardboards like this, and yeah, it will get your job done, but it will be a little problematic while working on, but it will get your job done, so that's a nice substitute. Also, place your bendy wire on the figure like this. Make sure you don't stick it yet. Now if you want to know more about this clay in detail, you can check out my tutorial video on this clay. I'm just gonna add the clay over our skeleton, and I'm comparing the body with the sketch that I've made. You can use a scale, or just you can see and do it. It's very important that we do it as properly as possible. I'm just gonna make the body first. I'm not gonna attempt for the head right now. Currently just keep adding the clay and make it as accurate as possible. We will do the smoothing part later. We won't just jump on the smoothing part right now. Currently we are just trying to make the body in as proportions as possible. Whenever you add the clay on, use water and try to rub the clay using your hands or fingers so that you can smoothen it up and the clay gets merged into it properly. Now if you've seen my beginner's guide video on Fabricate Mouldit, then you guys might have practiced it, and also you guys will know that how you can handle this clay easily, so that whenever you try to do anything like this, it is quite easy for you. It's not just that you don't get panicked while doing this. When I was working on this clay for the first time, I just left this clay because I got panicked, because you have to work very fast on this clay due to the 90 minutes hardening time. Hence, I suggest that you just get familiar with this clay at first. Just use a spatula to give a proper smooth finish to the whole surface. Also, use your fingers and just put water on it and just try to rub it so that it gets smoothened and you can get a proper clear finish. I've just increased the video speed because this process is for around 1.5 hours long. Only this body process. Smoothing thing takes a lot of time, and also we have to get it in proper dimensions as well. You will have to keep thinking and you will have to evaluate whether this is up to your expectation or not. You will have to study his anatomy as well, and once you think that it is okay for you, then only you can proceed for the further step. Now I am using acrylic colors and I am mixing lemon yellow with golden yellow. You can choose any other color combination as well. The problem with yellow or white is that the strokes are visible whenever we are using them, hence we have to color it trickily, and also you have to keep in mind that you color it very fast so that you try to minimize the strokes as many as possible. So this is not the final layer, this is just an initial layer. We will be adding the final layer in the painting phase. And I feel that this is enough for today. I just don't want the tutorial to be too long because I'm gonna do it in parts as I said before. So in the next tutorial we will be attempting for the tail and also for the head. So that till then, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get notifications whenever I post the next part. So thanks a lot for watching this video and see you next time with the same creation.